Good morning. Welcome to Brunch with Brian, your daily real estate live stream, fun real estate live stream. So today, guess what? Today is National Team Manager Day. So the lesson today is going to be about building your dream team and actually creating a dream team that's going to support you and propel you to success in real estate investing. And or you know what, you're building a team no matter what kind of business you're in. So if you have any other business, it's really so much about building your team. So today I'm going to talk about building your team. So, but we got to start with, let's have team building affirmations. So today, let's say, I am a dynamic leader. Let's start with that one, okay? I am a dynamic leader. Okay, let's repeat that. I am a dynamic leader. All right, that's a good one. So if you have a team, or if you're in the process of creating a team, even before you make that phone call, if you know you're calling an attorney or somebody, or building your real estate investing team, I am a dynamic leader. Say that first. And here's another good one. I am building a powerful dream team. I am building a powerful dream team. Now, even if you have a powerful dream team that you've kind of built, I'm telling you, you're constantly adding or subtracting people off of that team. There is no such thing. Change is the only constant. So so very important to remember that. So let's do that one again. I am building a powerful dream team. Ready? I am building a powerful dream team. All right. Now we always got to be interacting, and you got to be engaged with me. We like to do deep breathing and smiling and all that stuff. And remember, there's no I in teamwork. There is a lot of work though, sometimes. Okay, that's my first joke. So that makes us smile, right? So we're smiling. And actually, I think I have another joke here. And that one was no. Oh, yes. No I in teamwork. Teamwork is important. Yes. Teamwork is vital. It's important to have a team. Otherwise, there's no one else to blame. Okay, that was a kind of okay joke. I like the first one better. So guys, when you're smiling, we love to smile. Lots of positiveness about smiling. And let's do our deep breathing right now before we get to our training today. So take a deep breath in. While you're smiling, of course. Hold your breath a little bit and let it go. Okay, now take another deep breath in. Hold a little bit and let it go. Okay, now relax your shoulders. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I never really do this one. But just if this will tell you if your shoulders are loose. Remember, listen for pops. If you hear a lot of pops, it means you're not stretching enough. I hear some pops, but not like an overabundance. If whenever you do stretching, it's like pick, pop, poop, poop. If you're hearing a lot of that, that just means you need to stretch a little bit more. And you're just getting older and older. We all are. And if you're not stretching, you're getting older a lot faster. So we all want to stay young, long. I'm getting old, and I want to just cling to youth. And I admit it, it's hard for me to let go of youth. So I'm hanging on for dear life. And the only way I know how to do that is stretch and try to keep fit, and diet, and lifting weights and a little exercise. It's National Nachos Day, so that's the opposite of that. National Nachos Day. So now everybody's going to go eat some nachos. Team manager, I already told you that. It's actually, this is part of team manager, and it's I Love Your Lawyer Day. I don't know who sponsored that day. Probably, yeah, an attorney. But Love Your Lawyer Day, so that's part of your team. So will you need an attorney on your team? Yeah, you will, a real estate attorney. Now, some states you actually will close with a title company, but they usually have an attorney on staff that you can access, or who can actually, you can ask to be there at closings or monitor closings or whatever. Or you can have, and you're going to need an attorney in case anything comes up. Just someone to do your evictions, and there's legal stuff you need. So let me get to that in a second though, because the other thing it's okay. Here's the quiz questions for today, trivia questions for today. What president was elected this day in 1860? What president was elected this day, November 6th, in 1860. So now this is where it requires a little bit of knowledge of history. Now, guess what happened in 1913? Gandhi was first arrested doing peaceful protests. And got some birthdays. Oh, here's another one. Got a few fun birthdays today before our lesson. Ethan Hawke turns 50 today. He's a good actor. Emily Stone, she's fun. She's a good actress, 32. Sally Field turns 74, and I love Sally Field. She's been in some great things, Smokey and the Bandit, and a lot of real cool movies over the years. Places in the Heart, she won an Academy Award. She won a couple of those, and she's famous for that speech, "You like me, you really like me," when she went up on stage. So she's kind of famous for that. But what was the show? Okay, let's see if you guys know this trivia question. What was the show that was on TV that she first got famous for? There was two. She had two. Okay, if you can name them both, that'd be really impressive. She had two TV shows before she became a big movie star. She had two fun TV shows, both very fun comedy, half-hour comedy shows. And so see if you can get that. And don't let me forget to tell you the answer at the end. So now in terms of building your dream team, you guys have this. You have your what to do system. In your what to do system is a compilation of very important forms. Someone's strolling the park behind us. Guys, shh. Hey. Okay. I love them, but they can be territorial. So here, the table of contents, you guys should all have this. Now remember, you can access this on your ourwolfpack.com website, and then just go under the what to do system. Remember, that's got all your checklists. This is your day-to-day, what you do every day and all that stuff. But very, very important, all these things. But the forms are really important. And one of the forms I love, which in your dream team. And so when you're building your dream team, this is a really important part of your process. And you got to know who you're building, who you're putting on your team, right? Yes, you do. So let me just get that form. That's right here. And I'm going to pop that out so I can show you guys. So some of these things seem simple, that you're going to have these. You guys can all access this form. But again, I'm going to go over this really quickly. Now, this is a dream team. I'm telling you that anybody who has a business, or any business you have, probably you're going to have these members, some of these people on your dream team, because there's so many similarities between small businesses. For instance, number one is a printer. You're going to need a printer. You're going to need somebody to do your business cards and any kind of printed marketing that you might want to do. Sometimes that's door hangers or flyers. And then some of these things you might use different vendors. There's a lot of good people to do printing. One of the people that we of course use is yellowletterlady.com. She does yellow letters, but she also does all kinds of printing. And that's Christy King, who works closely with Ron LeGrand. So you might know of her. And so she's one of your printers. Number two, somebody's got to run titles. If you're buying pretty houses, this is a key, obviously the first key step. As soon as you don't need anybody on your dream team. If you're just calling for sale by owners and using our scripts, you actually can have 0 people on your dream team until you actually get a deal. And talk to the seller, use the scripts, use our forms, use the agreements, the standard purchase and sale, go over there, get their signature, use the deal meeting videos, follow those, and use those scripts. And then when that's done, what's the first thing you need somebody for that you can't personally do is you need somebody to do a title report on the property that you just put under contract. Otherwise, you can't move forward. You can't actually transfer title of a property until you have clean title back. So that title has no liens, no judgments, nothing against it. A judgment would turn into a lien, but there's no liens or mortgages recorded against that property to be resolved prior to you taking ownership. So if there's not, and once you get that clean title, but you need a title agent or an attorney to do this. Usually a title company will do this, and you may develop a relationship with title companies that they'll do this for free if you're also doing closings with that title company. So a really good title agent, very helpful, because they'll also help you clear title issues if there are title issues. Number 3 is an insurance agent. And almost with no matter what business you're in, you definitely need an insurance agent to help insure your business and insure you against risk. But in this case, pretty much we're talking about home landlord insurance. You need somebody to put, sometimes you call it fire and dwelling policies, but landlord insurance on all your houses, and work with the mortgage companies. Number 4, you need your real estate attorney. Now, my recommendation is you don't even go out soliciting real estate attorneys until you have a deal. Once you have a deal, you're not just some potential waste of time and trouble. And you're not saying the wrong things. You're not saying subject to. You're just calling up an attorney and saying, hey, I have a deal that I closed. Do you do closings for real estate investors? And if they say, no, that's not really what we do. And there's a lot of people under real estate attorney on Google in your area that do not do closings. So you got it first. That's the first question is, do you do closings for real estate investors? If they don't, you move on. And then once they say yes, how familiar are you with like lease purchases and seller financing? Ask them that and just fill them out. If they've never heard, well, I don't really do that, or I've never heard of that, hopefully they're kind of familiar with that and they can do closings for you. Even if they've never heard of it, if they're open to, and if they seem flexible and they will look over your documents and do signings for you, and they're located in the right spot, that might be your person. Okay, 5 is mortgage brokers. All your lease purchase buyers are eventually going to want to get qualified and move into the property. So that means they're going to need a mortgage. And also you can have your mortgage broker run people's credit before you even put them in the house. You're also going to maybe want to have a background, somebody who can do background checks. And for that, screenthetenant.com is one of the sources we use. They do it for $50, pretty quick. That's Paul and Joanne Ritter, who we have actually trained at a Quick Start how to do this business. So they also are familiar with what we do. So that's nice as well. Next is Realtors. Now there's a lot of different, I could talk for a whole thing about Realtors. I could give training on a whole day. I used to be a Realtor. We work with Realtors a lot. We have a Realtor on our team, Dashel, our son. And so you're gonna want realtors in several capacities. One of which may be an REO agent, which is real estate owned. That's bank owned properties. And if you can get an REO agent who's getting the properties from the banks and develop a really good relationship, that can be lucrative. Number 7 is hard money lenders or private lenders. If you are doing, actually I have 8 as private lenders and 7 as hard money lenders. You're going to need some kind of money if you're doing rehabs. Now that's the traditional way of doing real estate, and a lot of people are more interested in the creative financing, pretty house ways that we like to use, where you don't need money. And honestly, no private lender or no hard money lender is going to give you $10,000 to buy a pretty house to give to the seller to get them to move on. So you're talking about little chunks of money sometimes, but remember, you get that right back from your lease purchase buyer, who gives you a non-refundable option deposit of 10 or 20,000 or something more, which instantly repays you for whatever you had to do, give the seller, or use to catch up the mortgage or whatever. Okay, but really you're not looking to private money or hard money lenders except for rehabs. That's the only time. And if you've never done rehabs, I would recommend probably you do a couple of wholesales first, understand the market, and then maybe get into that. All right, so then now I have a list of contractors, because you're going to need a bunch of people, but I am running long, so I am going to tell you that you guys can get this form. We may even send you the form if you just send us an email at support@thewolffcouple.com. That's support@thewolffcouple.com. I hope you emailed Dashley yesterday and told him happy Redhead Day. So again, this is your dream team, guys. You're powerful dream builders, right? Yes. In fact, let's go back to our affirmations for today. I am a dynamic leader. Okay, let's all say that. I am a dynamic leader. And what was the other one? I am building a powerful dream team. I am building a powerful dream team. All right, good. Good affirmations. Good session today. Good training, guys. Good brunch with Brian. Come back. Now, this is Friday. Oh, yeah. I got trivia questions to answer, right? And Sally Fields, guys, for us older people, know that Sally Fields starred in two things. Did anybody get it, Van?
Not Sally Fields, but we did get the president one.
Okay, the president won 1860. That was, of course, I'll get to that in a second. Sally Fields was Gidget and the Flying Nun. Yay! Those were both really fun. And 1860, of course, everybody's favorite president, or many people's favorite president, Abraham Lincoln, was actually inaugurated, or actually made president today. So, and I almost forgot that. Guess what, guys? Oh, I have an unpumped up basketball here, slightly unpumped, and it's actually basketball day. So it's team building, it's jersey day. So you're supposed to wear your jersey today. Now I would have, since it's basketball day, I would have probably wore a basketball jersey, except I don't have a good Suns jersey. So that's why I'm wearing a Diamondbacks. Plus, I love this jersey because Diamondbacks changed their colors to black and red. And actually, when they won the World Series, though, in their second year of life, when we were going parties and everybody was going nuts, that was 2001. So this is the jersey and the colors that they used back in 2001. That's when I bought this jersey. So it's really cool that if you have a jersey that you really love, today's the day to wear your great jersey. And remember, a jersey is all about a team, and you're going to build a great, powerful team in real estate with all the great advice we gave you today and with the extra training you can get at ourwolfpack.com. So until next time, guys, we're going to see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. And until then, guys, keep expecting success, keep getting the greatest training, and keep taking action.